Hello chess lovers, Soren here, and in today's video I want to share with you a fantastic game played by former women's world chess champion, Chinese chess grandmaster Hou Yifan. Actually, at the time of this game, Hou Yifan was the reigning women's world chess champion. Her opponent is French chess grandmaster Marie Sebag, who was French women's chess champion 2 times. This game is from 2011 first Hangzhou Women's Grandmaster Tournament. First we will go through the game and then I will turn on Stockfish and we will also stop on key moments. In the game Hou Yifan had white pieces and she opened up with e4, to which Sebag answered with c5. The good old Sicilian defense is on the board and white is recapturing on d4 with the queen. We have the Chekhover variation. With bishop b5, white is neutralizing the threat and then is going for an exchange. Of course, all this is a well-known theory seen many times. e6, queen d3. The main theoretical move is castling queenside. If bishop e7, then rook e1. This is how the famous line goes. But in the game after e6, we have queen d3, bishop e7, knight d4, queen a5, bishop d2. The bishop was under attack, that's why white is moving it back. And already white can create some threats, right? Like, for example, knight d5. That's why black moved back her queen on c7, white castled queenside, black castled kingside. We have opposite side castlings, which usually leads to a sharp battle. f4, rook a b8. Usually in here, black is playing a6, but black decided to support the advance of the b pawn with her rook. Bishop d7, g4. There it goes. White is going for a pawn storm in order to target opponent's king as soon as possible. Rook f1. According to Stockfish, queen g3 is stronger. If knight e5, then h4. Yeah, in this case, seems like that you are not losing a precious time. Instead, we have rook f1. And later, for example, when black plays knight e5, you have to move your queen once again, right? Queen c4, and of course white is rejecting the offer of exchange of queens. Knight goes back on e5, knight f3, which is a mistake, but we will come back to this a little bit later. And there comes b5. This is a tough race, and the one who can be faster, the one who can target opponent's king faster, is going to win. f6. White is making a pawn sacrifice, but of course accepting it can be very dangerous for black. Black king will get exposed. And this time we have g6. This type of a move is very common to Sicilian defense, to opposite side castlings, and with this g6 you are like breaking into pieces opponent's defense. Actually, let me tell you that bishop f8 is a mistake, and after that move black's position goes down quickly. f takes g6 was made and an exchange of knights on e5 followed. f7 check, king h8, rook f3 with a mating threat. For example, if b4, then you can go for queen takes h7 and then you can announce a checkmate. That's why black neutralized the threat, but there is nothing that can stop white. Can you figure out how to proceed with the attack? Ready? In here, Hou Yifan went for bishop takes h6. All black could do was to recapture, and we have queen g4. Rook g1 is actually stronger, but queen g4 is also winning. g5, queen h5. White queen wants to intrude inside opponent's camp. Black is neutralizing that threat, but there comes rook h3. King f6, and the bishop on d7 dropped. b4, and so we reached the critical position where I'm going to ask you to figure out the winning line for white. You will be proud of yourself. Ready? Then here we go. We're going to see two queen sacrifices. Queen takes h6 check is on the board. Bishop takes h6, rook takes h6 check. By the way, let us know, did you manage to find that queen sacrifice? King g7, and with our next move, white forced a resignation. That move is f8 queen. In case of king takes f8, white is announcing a picturesque checkmate with two rooks. Truly a marvelous final combination, right guys? What I want to do is to go through the game while Stockfish is on. So in here we have knight f3, and the problem with this move is that by playing knight d3, black could gain advantage. If c takes d3, then queen takes a2 is coming, and now black is creating queen a1 followed by bishop a4 threats. Or after knight d3, if king b1, then knight takes b2 can follow, and again black prevails. Then rook takes c3, and yes, black clearly stands better. But black missed knight d3 and instead played b5. So instead of knight f3, what should white play? f6 or bishop f4? Yeah, these are the moves which white needs to make. Instead we have knight f3, and it was a golden opportunity for black, which unfortunately Sebag missed, and there comes f6. Although according to Stockfish, first going for an exchange of knights and then playing f6 is better. The problem with f6 straight away is that in here, for example, by playing knight g6, black can put a tough defense. If here, then b4. And black is managing to win back the sacrificed piece. Also, seems like that white's attack is neutralized. The f-pawn was a huge threat to black's security, while in that variation it gets lost on the 7th rank. Instead, after f6 we have bishop f8, which is mistake, and after this move already black's position goes down quickly. F takes g6 was made by black, but let's take a look what if knight takes g6. Then here white can play knight g5. If h6, then knight takes f7. Seems like that f takes g7 is also strong, right? And then check, and again, yeah, there is no defense, white is winning. In the game after g6 we have f takes g6, and there comes an exchange of knights. f7 check, king h8, rook f3, h6. Yeah, the rest is a matter of technique, there is no way out. In here rook g1 is actually stronger, yeah, it gives black no chance. What if here, then just rook takes g6, right? Very interesting. Queen g2 check followed by a checkmate. Instead we have queen g4, which again is winning. g5, queen h5, king g7, rook h3, king f6, rook takes d7. Now if check, then just knight d1, and now white has two threats, and now rook f3 is a very nasty threat. If here, then just check. Yeah, again, there is no defense. In the game we have b4, and there comes queen takes h6. Seems like that after queen f1, knight d1, where we still have queen h6 threat as well, right? Yeah, instead we have b4, and only in here queen h6 followed, and after f8 queen, white forced a resignation. A very impressive attack by Hou Yifan. Of course, there was a mistake at some point. She gave her opponent a nice chance. Knight d3 was something which could create problems for white, but black missed that move, also was not inaccurate when defending, and her position went down quickly. White's attack was of course marvelous. With two queen sacrifices, white forced a resignation. So this is it, dear chess lovers. Hope that you enjoyed the game. Feel free to share it with your friends as well. And in the end, a chess puzzle where the task is to win with the white pieces. As usual, we'll wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in my next video.